Hello dear students, welcome to Preparation Katta. So today we will start to see the problems on the ages and we will see some UPSC examples as well. So the first problem is from 2020 UPSC examination. So the first step is to understand the problem statement itself. Okay. Now here you see what it is mentioned. So first I will read out the problem statement. The average age of a teacher and three students is 20 years. If all the three students are of the same age and the difference between the age of teacher and each students is 20 years, then what is the age of the teacher? Okay, so this is a CSAT problem from UPSC examination. So here I'll not put the options for now because here we need to understand the method of solving first. So when you start reading the problem statement itself, now read the first statement carefully. The average age of teacher and three students. Okay, so let's consider the age of teacher is equals to T and age of a student is equals to S. Now what it is saying, it is three students, right? And for three students, if you read the second statement here, what they have mentioned, if all three students are of the same age, right? So each student's age is yes, I can say, right? So now just try to frame the first statement into the problem. I mean, into the equation. So the average age, right? So T plus, now how many students are there? Three students, right? So I'll mark like three students, S plus S divided by, now average, how do we do? Like now total number, how many total numbers? 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? One teacher and three students, to total 4, and their average is equals to how many years? 20 years. Now just form an equation out of this. So here can I write 3 plus T plus 3s is equals to 80. So this is my first problem statement. Now here what we need to find out, the age of teacher, right? So I'll try to express. Okay, so before that let me see if there is any other problem statement I can form from the given question. If you read out the second line, third line, the difference between the age of the teacher and each student is 20 year, right? Easy to frame. The difference between age of the teacher, which is T, and each student, which is S, is equals to 20 years, right? Now can I express this equation in terms of yes, or now this is like a second equation, right? If you know how to solve the equations, it is very easy. Now we have these two equations here. Now what I will do, I'll try to solve this equations. So for that, what I'll do, because I have to eliminate the yes and I want to find out the age of the teacher. Okay, here in the first equation I can see 3s, which is in plus. So I need minus 3s so that I can eliminate yes and I can have only t, okay, as a solution. So I'll multiply to equation number 2 by 3, right? So here what will come? 3t, right? 3s. So this is on left hand side. So I must do it on right hand side as well, right? So into 3. This makes sense, right? So I'll just erase it. Now just try to do the summation of these two equations. Now how it will come? Now 3 t plus 3t is equals to 40. 3s minus 3s is 0, right? Is equals to, now this is 80 plus 20 into 3 is 60. So how much it is now? It is 140, right? So 60 plus 80, 140. Now tell me, t is equals to how much? 140 divided by 4. So if I solve this equation, the age of the teacher is coming around what? So 4 3s are 12 and 4 5s are 20. So 35 years. Hence, the age of the teacher is equals to 35 years. Right? Clear this problem statement? Okay, now let's move to the second problem. Now let's look at the second example. So this is from 2021 UPSC examination. Now let's understand the problem first. So X said to Y, at the time of your birth, I was twice as old as you are at the present. Okay. If the present age of X is 42 years. Now in the problem, the present age of X, okay, here I will write present age of X, that is given, right? 42 years. Then consider the following statements. They have given the two statements. Okay. So the first statement is 8 years ago, the age of X was 5 times the age of Y. And the second statement is after 14 years, the age of X would be 2 times the age of Y. And we have to decide, like we have to mark the statement which is correct. Either 1, 2, both are correct or none. Now to validate the statements, we must find out the age of X as well as age of Y, and then we will try to validate the two equations. Now we know the present age of X is what? 42 years. It is given in the equation. Now if you read the first statement itself, the X said to Y at the time of your birth. Okay. Now let's say the present age of Y. Okay. So present age of, I'll say Y. So that is equals to Y. Let's consider it as a Y, right? Now at the time of his birth, that means Y years before, right? Y years before. Now X is saying ki at the time of your birth, he was twice. Okay, twice. At the time of birth, what was the X age? Right? That was X minus Y at the time of birth of Y, right? For example, I am a 10 years old and X is saying ki 10 years before, okay, my age was twice. That means he is currently like 20 kind of, I can say, right? Because 20 minus 10, because before 10 years he was equal to my age. I can consider not twice, equal to my age. So similarly, like Y years before, I mean what, at the time of birth of Y, he was saying he was twice of his age, right? This is what the problem statement is saying. That means X is equals to 2Y plus Y, that is equals to 3Y. Hence, now if I put the value of Y equals to, that will be X by 3. That is equals to, now what is the present age of X? It is 42 divided by 3. Then the Y's present age is equals to 14 years. Right? So we know the present age of now X, and now the present age of Y also we have calculated. Now we have to validate the statement. So let's look at the first statement. What the first statement is saying? 8 years ago. So 8 years ago means what? X minus 8. So what was X minus 8? So 42 minus 8. And that is equals to 34. Now similarly for Y. So what is Y minus 8? Because we are going 8 years ago, right? So Y minus 8. So 14 minus 8. And that is equals to 6, right? And what it is saying, ki X was 5 times the age of Y. Now see, the X age 8 years before is 34. It is saying 5 times, right? So 6 into 5 is 30. years, right? But here it is 34. That means the first statement is wrong. That means we can eliminate the option number A and option number C. Now let's check for the second option. Now second option, after 14 years, that means x plus 14. Okay, so what is x plus 14? So 42 plus 14, so that is equals to 56. And for y plus 14, so that is equals to 14 plus 14, that is equals to 28. It is saying, now what it is saying, x would be 2 times the age of y. So x would be 2 times the age of y. So if I multiply it by 2, that equals to 56, right? That means, and it is matching. Okay, that means my second statement is correct, and hence the correct option will be option number B. Now let's look at the third example, so which is came in UPSC 2002 examination. So here it is saying, okay, in 2002, Minu's Minu's age was 1/3 of the age of Mira. Okay, whereas in 2010, Minu's age was half of the age of Mira. Then what is the Minu's age? Okay, I mean Minu's year of birth they are asking. The options are given as 1992, 1994, 1996 and 1998. Now how to solve this problem? So first, see, generally what I used to say, for example, Ramesh and Suresh name, then Ramesh age is R and Suresh age is S. So generally I do consider that. But here in this example, the name of the persons are same. So at one place it is Menu and the second one is Mira. Okay. So let's consider in 2002. So Menu's age, okay, Menu age is equals to X and Mira's age is equals to 5. So that is in 2002. Now here what it is saying in 2002, ki Menu's age, which is X, is 1/3 of the age of Mira. That is in 2002. So that is our equation number 1. Now the second statement is saying, now in 2010 it is saying, right? Now let's see, from 2002 to 2010, 8 years of span, right? Means after 8 years. That means after 8 years, the Minu's age is what? X plus 8. And Mira's age is what? Y plus 8. Okay. Then it is saying Minu's age was half of the Mira's weight. And now it is asking, what is the Minu's year of birth? So let's solve the equation number 1 and 2. Now Minu's age, that means we have to find out what is the value of X. Okay, I mean we will get the age of Minu in 2002 and we will subtract that age from 2002 and that will be our answer. Now here you have noticed that UPSC will not directly ask, simple questions. It will, kind of add some kind of step. So you need to do the extra efforts. Now let's solve this equation. So I'll try to simplify the equation number 2. So I'll just bring 2 here. So that will be equals to 2x plus 16. That is equals to y plus 8. And hence 2x minus y, that will be equals to, okay, so 8 minus 16, that will be equals to minus 8. Now from equation number, now what I need to do is I want to find out the value of x, then I will try to express the equation number 1 in terms of y. So in terms of y, can I write y is equals to 3x? Now I will put that value in this equation. So 2x minus 3x, that is equals to minus 8. That means minus x is equals to minus 8. Okay, and hence x equals to 8. Now what was our assumption? in 2002 the Minu's age was X. Okay, so in 2002 Minu's age is now 8 years. Okay, we have to find out the year of birth. So let's subtract, okay, from 2002. If I minus 8, then what is the answer coming? 1994, right? And hence option B is correct. Now let's look at the fourth example, so which came in 2019 UPSC examination. This is very interesting example. So just try to pause video here and try to solve this example. For sure you will face a difficulty to frame this kind of problems. So the problem is very easy. So first we need to understand the problem statement. So let's try to make the equations again. Now what the first statement is saying, Ina was born 4 years after her parents' marriage. Okay. Now here in this case, what I'll do, okay, so here for example, the parents' marriage happened in some year, okay, and Ina born after 4 years. So here the Ina born, okay. Her mother is 3 years younger, okay. Now her mother, okay, let's say mother's age is M. Her mother is 3 years younger than her father. So father's age is, for example, F. So her mother is like 3 years younger, right? And then the next statement is 24 years older than the Ina. So her mother only is 24 years older than the Ina, okay. And who is 13 years old? That means Ina's age they have directly given, which is 13 years old, right? So this is where the Ina was born and the current age is 13 years old, right? Here that means this is the present, right? This is the present. Now what we have to find, at what age did the Ina's father get married? Now we have to find the age at which the Ina's father get married. Now to solve this equation, let's find out the present age of the father and then we will trace back to their marriage. Okay, here is the year where their marriage happened, right? So we have to find that year. Now from this equation, now we know the Ina's age, right, which is 13 years old at present. So what I'll do, f minus 3, so I'll just consider this much of portion. So f minus 3 is equals to E. Now what is the value of E? That is 13, because currently the Ina's age is what? 13 plus 24. And hence f is equals to 13 plus 24 plus 3. Okay. So here like 13, 3, 16, 16, 4, 20, 20 plus 20, 40. Hence the present age of the father is what? 40 years. Now here, okay, now I'll choose the different color to make the understanding clear. So here the age of father is what? 14. Okay. At the time of birth of Ina, what will be the age? 14 minus 30, right? 14 minus 30, 40 minus 13. And at the at their marriage again, what will be the age? Again we have to subtract 4, right? So 40 minus 13 minus 4, and hence at the time of marriage, okay, the father's age was 40 minus 13 minus 4, and hence that is equals to 40 minus 17, and that is equals to 23, which is option number which one? B. And hence option number B is correct. Okay, so I mean with the problem, just try to change the methodology. Even if you go with X and Y, you can solve this problem. So such kind of creative problems are asked in the UPSC examinations. Okay, so apart from, because we have seen many problems, I think almost we have seen 4 problems from the past examinations. So apart from such kind of examples where we have to find the equations, etc., and we have to derive the solution, there is no other kind of problem asked in the examination. Okay, So for this topic, I think these many examples are more than sufficient. Okay, if I felt that some there is some other example I missed, okay, I'll cover that in the random example topic. Okay, so I'll say now see you in the next video and next topic, where again we will see the past examples which are asked in the UPSC examinations. Also, with the time, we will try to include the MPSC examination examples as well. Okay, so if you are getting engaged into these videos and you are liking these videos, don't forget to hit the like button. you know Drop your comment if you have any suggestions, or if you want to appreciate the efforts. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel, because we are going to cover all the CSAT topics for UPSC as well as MPSC. Okay, MPSC Maharashtra, for Maharashtra. Okay, and for all public service examinations, we are going to see the problems. Okay, so see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe to Preparation Katta. So I'm Rahul Sir, taking your leave for now. See you in the next video. Bye bye.